Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Baylor. Some of you guys know me as Lightning Designs, and somebody commented on my video, I guess you could say last night. Now it's 5 a.m. Saying last night, saying I'm gonna learn how to design, and you maybe could help me teach, or I could teach him. He's a homie of mine, so I would, but I just don't have the time of doing that. So what I decided to do is I'm gonna be making a video, and this is gonna be probably one of my first design tutorials and everything. I'm gonna teach you how to do a jersey mock-up. So I'll be doing a jersey mock-up for you guys. If you guys go on my Twitter at Lightning Designs, you guys will see that. So if I turn on my parts, which I usually do, I also turn off my background. Also, you can get this the front and back of this jersey. It's like 15 bucks for the front, 15 bucks for the back. I know it's stupid because different prices for front and back, but you guys can go get that on Yellow Page. I'll put a link in the description down below for the front and back. So what I do is I usually turn off t-shirt color, because that's what makes the parts different color. So what I usually do is I turn it off, and I'll pick a team actually first after I just get that set up. So if I go to teams and just see, let's see here, team pack, I have a few teams right here that I could do. Let's just do let's just do I don't know what team to do. I did Genesis already. Maybe Darth. I'll do Darth. Alright, so we're just gonna do Darth because they have like a nice logo. So hopefully their logo isn't actually that bad. So obviously I would just do clear that, and I will kind of make it white for now, or whatever color I want it to be. So what I usually do is after that I go to new guide and go to vertical, do 50, and then the percent sign, and do vertical. And instead of just doing that, I have like the rulers, and I'll just bring them down right now for the top, the bottom right there. Sometimes I get it center as well. So there's that. And then what I'll do is I'll move the logo down here. And once I do that, I'm going to go into this. So right now I'm going to do a black jersey design. So what you do is you go to blending options on that file. You go to it, press black, whatever color you want actually. And go to file, go to save, and it will have like this thing. And if I go back to the thing, it will be black. Now when you're doing this, make sure to click on this little thing right here. And then I'll just do that for the same. And sometimes when doing jersey designs, I change the colors of the arms if it goes with the design. So sometimes I change that, and that's okay. You can change it to go with the design color. So obviously it's all black. So what we're gonna do is how I like to think it, and I got this from a YouTuber as well, is when doing like a thing like this, what I like to think about, their logo's in center. That really pisses me off. I'm just gonna do a different logo then. Okay. We're gonna do 2K. Cause why not? So we're just gonna grab their 2K logo, and we're gonna do clear and color. Oh, that's gradient. You can also have fun with gradients. Gradients are fun to use sometimes. So what I do is I'll zoom in, and I will go like that. And if I kind of think about it as like Iron Man's light in the middle of him. So what I'll do is I'll bring that just about like where I would think it's about. So it would be probably about like right here. Maybe right there. Yeah. So maybe like right there. So that's about right. So that's like where I would do it. I can also mess with the sizes. Maybe make it little or make it bigger. I think right there is fine. So what I'll do is I'll just rename it, because I don't know why it's doing gloves. So I'm just gonna name it 2K, and I'm gonna clipping mask it so it goes with things. You can also mess with the logo, but I don't do that to the end. So what I'm gonna do now is I have the circle one, and I'm just gonna be doing a, let's see, we're gonna be doing like a green. So we're gonna do this green, and I'll just, you know, I'm OCD. I don't know if it's OCD or not, but whatever. I usually just move these down here, go J, and I'll move it down a tiny bit, and I'll go to my blending options and change the color to like a, oh no, okay, I have like this pointer on it, it's really making me mad now. So I'll do a darker green, and actually real quick, let me change my preference to, so it doesn't do that. Where is it? Cursors, standard. I don't know why it's doing that, but whatever. And then obviously I'll do it again. Just, you know, instead of, you know, I understand black is easy to get, but I just like, I find it easy just to click on the things real quick. So that's just me. But yeah, so we're gonna be using these 3 colors. So obviously the color has to be one of those colors. So I'm just gonna maybe do light green. Yeah, light green. We're gonna do dark green. We're gonna do black. Yeah, and I turn off stitching usually, or I just delete it honestly. Front I take off. I think, yeah, take off front and take off sleeves, and take off base color. Actually, keep base color on so the stitching doesn't look stupid. And then what I usually do is just to make more room, I just, you know, like shift, merge shapes, not that. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry. I do convert objects. I just do palette. And I just have it there, so I just have the colors. So what I'll do next is usually maybe I'll mess with the colors. So maybe this can, you know, maybe go green as well. So yeah, it's just I'm kind of getting mad because I think this. Oh, can't really tell actually. Can't tell because like whenever I zoom out, I don't know why, but my Photoshop's messed up. So whenever I zoom out, like bad quality, there's probably a way to fix that. Just don't know how. If you guys know how to fix that, then please tell me. That would be really, really nice. That's about right. And since, you know, I see here it's kind of like a sharp but a curvy logo, so I kind of keep that in mind when I'm doing designs as well. So then what I'll do is I'll go to my pen tool, and obviously you want to go, instead of I know it's path when you start, you go to up there and you go to shape and you change the color to what you want it to be. And usually what I do first is, just to start out, is I usually go to this middle line right here. I hold click it and move this way, try to make it as lined, and then I let go and I zoom out a bit because, you know, I just need to get it exactly, and I'll just like kind of do like that. So I'm just gonna get this little line centered, this one, and I'm gonna go like that. And you know, obviously they could be curvy, whatever, but I'm just gonna keep mine like centered for now. And obviously I'm just gonna come around, connect that, and now I'm just gonna clip and mask it, and it'll be like perfectly fine. And then obviously I'm just gonna move it back to my liking. Now this is a mock-up, so like when you're trying to get stuff center, it doesn't have to be perfectly centered, but make it as center as possible. Because so it looks good, but like if it's not perfectly centered, it's a mock-up, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know, I just say that because like people work too hard on doing that. Now right now I see like this is kind of green, other than that kind of messes it up. So what I'll do, sometimes I barely do this, but I'll go to my pen tool and I'll go over, I should really put a white palette real quick, but I don't know. So I'll just make a white palette real quick, because I needed a little white palette. Okay, I guess, no, okay, it's down here. So there's a white palette. I'll just use whatever. So then I'll just, go like that, and sometimes I'll just go up here and just trying to show where everything is. So doing that as well as just press Control Z to do this. Sometimes I just go in the middle, so then I can kind of just go like that and that. And again, doesn't have to be perfect, so it's a win-win. And I'll press Alt and I'll just bring that line back. Don't bring that one back because it'll mess it up. I mean, unless you want to mess with the design of it, make sure it's like perfect without really moving. And go ahead, like, I mean, it's worth doing that, but I don't know. And I'll just do it again, and let's see. At this point, I would just, zoom out and kind of just move this, not this one, but I'll put it back here. And kind of, mess with it, and I'll, obviously I got it wrong, so I'll just start over, and I'll just go like right there. And like right there is correct. I'll move this one down to there so that I can kind of mess with it a bit more. Okay, so about there's right, so I'm just gonna move that over and connect it, and obviously it's under here, so I'm just gonna move it up here and move it above this shape and just clip it, mask it. Now I'm just gonna move it down so it's under the stitching. And as well as I kind of didn't get the stitching fully, so I'll just size it. You can size it to your own liking, whatever. It's up to you, honestly. Whatever you think looks best. I mean, obviously, get opinions from friends and everything, but still. So obviously, yeah, you can see that kind of like changes the color between the two, and you can obviously see like the difference now. So what I'm gonna do usually is I do this for a lot of designs. Is I Control J that. And this is where the color palettes come in handy. I go to color overlay and use a different color sometimes, but sometimes I go to the gradients, and I have this big gradient. Pack. I can't really link it. Just look up gradients on there. But I like this gradient pack that I have a lot of gradients. So usually I just use like one of these, and I'll just like make a dark green. So I'll start off with the lightest green, and then I'll do like dark green, and then do, if I can click on it, that, and then I'll do like a darker green because I don't want it to be like perfect. And actually I'm gonna make this more higher, and it's gonna be more of this. Wait, no, I forgot. So I'm sorry. I forgot this is more of the inner, so if I go like that, then just clipping mask it over, you'll see it has a difference on it. You might want to just go like this again, and just to show the difference. Obviously, white's a big help. Like, white is a big thing that could help you in designing, or in jersey design, I guess. And obviously that's gonna do a bit of a difference by, if I turn this off, let me find the white. Is the white not showing? Let me check some more. Oh, wait, did it not change? Alright, here's the white. And that's that one, okay. So what I usually do is I'll just move it in between layers, and just to show that, there's a difference there, whatever. I'll go like that. Sometimes I don't, so, I might maybe just get rid of that, because maybe that just looks bad. And I'll just go like that, maybe. And I'll size it out. As well as I still will mess with the gradients a bit on here, because maybe I don't like it fully, That's okay if you don't like it, it's trial and error. So, just messing with, like, the colors is fine. Like, a lot of these gradients actually look really cool. Like, I would love to do a jersey with these. Like, some of these, like that. That would be a nice jersey. And, one day I will. But, yeah, I don't know. So, obviously, just, find a gradient you like. Make your own, whatever. I obviously get gradients myself because I'm not very good at making gradients. So, obviously, I'm just going to probably use, like, this green. And then, you know, up this, because this isn't the right type of green that I'm using. And maybe just, you know, like that, and darken it about the same as that. Maybe a bit more up, because I want it to show that it's different, but like I want it to be like nice too. So maybe like right there is nice. No, see, yeah. And then obviously I have this under layer of this white, which I'm just gonna move back a little bit, and then this needs to be. I'm just gonna call this white neck. Oh, I didn't spell that. White neck. So that's gonna be that. And then obviously I'm just gonna mess with these a bit. I'm just gonna move them back a bit. So maybe, you know, I could either get it centered, or sometimes, you know, I go like that. Now that would be a big help. Having it aligned, if it's not like too big, then that's obviously a help. I'm gonna convert to smart object, so it's one object, and I'm just gonna go Control J, Control T, horizontal, and then I'm just gonna move it over and just equal it out. So right there was the one. So if I just go clipping mask, that should be about the same. And that's as I said the same. See green here, and you know it would look weird if it's not really that. So what I usually do is I will go down to this, to whatever color it is. So this is the collar, so it's obviously the same green. I'm gonna go like that, and I'll just go on the right side and the left side of the arms, and just, you know, switch that out for that, and I'll save it out, and it should just be fixed. Yeah. As well as, if that doesn't really work, try to mess with it yourself, because sometimes the green's a bit darker. So like right there. Yeah, okay, so right there would be like the exact what you really want to run. And that will be for the same. I'll just, you know, just do this for this so it's easier. There you go. You know, it's kind of simple to do. So right there. And I'm just going to rasterize there as well, so I can't. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Actually, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, so now, see, it's kind of even there in greens. And obviously there's still this, you know. I can maybe mess with the logo maybe a little bit. Maybe I can do some designs on it, whatever. You know, if you've seen my, let's see. You've seen my, what team was it? I can't think. Synergy. You seen my Synergy. I started out with a black thing, and then I came in with this orange outline. And I had a green or blue one inside, but I just took it out. So yeah, this is a nice little long sleeve one that I did. So if you guys seen that on my Twitter, like, you know, props to you. Obviously, you know, I could just do that, and if I wanted to, I can. So I'll just press Control J, and you know, it will take some stuff off, because just don't worry about that. And what I'll usually do is I'll go like that, and then I'll be on this layer, and I'll go filter, and, or no, not filter, select, modify, expand, and it's expand by 30. And that's a bit big on this logo. I just did that for the other one, so I'm gonna do like 20, what that looks like. 20's not bad, but I think I could do 15. That would be a lot better. So 15, and that, yeah, So 15 would be a nice little thing, and then I usually just go to this rectangle thing right here, dotted line, and just go like that, and press fill, color, and just make sure the color that you want is like that. And I don't know what I just did. Oh, you know why I did that is because if I clear this color, and as well as I just noticed that it's actually too big, so if I just go to select, and I'll just try to do 10 maybe. Yeah, 10 should be okay. If it doesn't work, then it, you know, obviously don't do it, but if it doesn't work, then, you know, props to you. And I just want to get it white because I need to clear this and then do it. White, it's okay, and there. So obviously sometimes that doesn't work. I mean, right in this case, it really doesn't work at all. So, you know, I won't do it. As well as I usually, you know, I can do this at the end or whatever. But I'll move this layer obviously down, and I'll just make sure everything gets clipping masked back again. But this logo, I'll just go like this, and I'll just, you won't be able to see it yet. I just go like that, and I zoom out, and I will move it, and I'll whiten it, and I want it to be like right here. So I'll just, turn this down, opacity down. And, I can obviously keep it up in here, where this, the logo is, that would be a nice, cool design to do. Sometimes a lot of people do it at the bottom, but, it looks good at the top, so I'll just keep it up on top, and that's kind of how I do that. As well as, if you watch my live stream, and I do this for everything, I just forgot to talk about it really, is, working on the rim. So, they don't have a thing for it. So what I usually do is, obviously I still just do this like the neck. I just grab the arm, or from the end, and I'll just go to the center where it's straight, because the center of the jersey will always be straight. And obviously I can't really fix it right now because it's making me go off screen. So what I'll do is, just go like that and just kind of fix the mistake and kind of get it aligned. So right there is about aligned. Then I'll just, boom, and I'll just, there we go. That was about perfect. And then I'll just go like this and just move it down. Make sure you get the whole thing in there. Just don't leave any cuts out. And again, it's not showing because it's not in front, so I need to move it up. And sometimes you don't have to do this, but if you choose to, then go ahead. I mean, not all the time it looks good. I mean, if I kept it off, it would look good. But like, maybe I should keep it off. Like right now, it looks like it should probably stay off. You can also do them on the arms. That's a choice to do. So usually after I've gotten most of this done, you don't have to do this little line either. That's my choice. I just like doing my designs like that. After I do that, I usually just go to pen tool, and I just, start doing really a design. Like, I just go on a new layer so I don't mess up anything. And I kind of just, mess with, like, things. So, like, I just think about, okay, this curvy logo, what can I do? And then sometimes I'll just do, like, sometimes I'll just start from there, and I'll just do like that. And I've done this for some too. And then I can just go like that. And it's kind of like a knife, if you think about it, in a way. And then I'll just, kind of see if I can get it better. And I'll see, I'm just going to move this up because it's really annoying me. And that's like, yeah, okay, so that's about something I want. And then obviously I can just like move that wherever I want it. And you can do it on the arms, whatever. Wherever you really want to do it. I mean, in this case, maybe I can just do it like on the arms, so it's like right here. And I'll just clip and mask that so it kind of, oh, no, it needs to be here. So I'll clip and mask that maybe right here. Yeah, obviously I can do that, so I'll just do that, and then I can go Control J, and I can clipping mask it again. And I'll see the white neck went on clipping masked because I did it again. And maybe I can just size it up and just move it over, and then go under, no, under, and then maybe just do black. And it's kind of hard doing this. You can either get it like, you can either have it like so it's like foreshadowing, or you can have it like so it's like over. It's always good to foreshadow. Like, this kind of looks good. Like, that looks decent. So I'm just gonna move that over a bit. Maybe kind of just fix that. Obviously, yeah, you can still change the color. Don't worry about that. So like, if I actually wanted to do it, then I could go like that. But obviously, that's not gonna look so good, is it? So I'll just run with black, and that'll just be a nice little design there. And as well as I could also just use this for other designs. So like this exact thing I could use for other designs. So like, I'll put it on the left arm and clipping mask that and get everything clipping masked again. So if I go to the right arm, where? Oh, you know what? It's because effect. That's why I just need to. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, I'm not changing the color, so I should be fine. And I need to do that with this too. So I'm just gonna grab this, and I can obviously just I've seen people do this before. I'm not copying off them. I'm just saying I've seen this people. I could always do this. And, you can go like this. Let's just go like right here. Control J, and just like go up. Clip a mask, and I'm gonna do that just because that looks good. So obviously I'm just gonna go like that, and then that I guess you can say it looks good from there. And obviously I'll just merge shapes. Control J, Control T, horizontal. No, that's the wrong one. Control T, then horizontal, and I'll press down here, and I will go right arm, and I'll move it over there just so it doesn't get lost or something, and I can't find it. So I'll clip and mask that in after that, and now this is gonna have the hard thing, as I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. So as you can see, it's kind of aligned right there, so which means it's probably pushed back about right there, which would be no, because he's alright. So it's about like right there, about there. So it's about there because if you look at it from here, he doesn't really, can't really see the end of it. And there's like a little thing there, and it's at the tip right there. That's what I kind of used. At the tip there, can't really see the end of it. So that's about center. Doesn't have to be best again. Oops. And obviously that's just something I can do, design. As well as I can't really forget about this. So what I'll do is I'll just do like that. Merge shapes, convert smart object, and then I'll do Control J, Control T, horizontal, and I just need to find where it's like from. So I need to kind of think about okay, so what I'll do is so I'll have it so it's touching the arm, so I can always move them. So it's going to be touching the arm, and it's about touching the arm. It's about an inch off the arm, so that's about center. I would think about maybe this can go up a tiny bit. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that obviously helps. So yeah, that's about center. As well as you could always go like this actually, just to fix it. It will make it smaller, but it could help. Or you could actually go like that. But I'm just going to move it in because it's center. I'm just going to move it up one and right there. And in and up. And that looks about right, about there. Maybe right there. Yeah, so right there is about right. Obviously it's already looking good. You can always, again, do the thing. I could also do something where, if I really wanted to, I could go to the front. I could go gradient. Now, so you don't have to do this. It's not really needed. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see it yet because it's just not going to work. So I'm going to do dark green bottom, and I'm going to do black top. And I'm not trying to mess with the things right here. I'm going to keep it pretty low, and then I just mess with this a bit. So it's about, I want to make it about straight, so it's going to probably be there. Where is it? Alright, so I'm just do 90. Now we're just going to turn down the scale so it's like not perfect. So just do 90. So that's about, that's obviously straight perfectly. So we're just going to turn down the opacity down, or the scale down, so it's just not like perfect lined. We're just going to turn up it a bit, and we're just going to And I turned down the opacity. So about there. You can obviously just, raster. You gotta be careful when doing this, but yeah, see, obviously it just makes it look better. You gotta keep in mind this though. So, obviously just what I would do is I would just go like this and just kind of maybe brighten it up a tiny bit. If not, just don't worry about it. Just, darken it down, but whatever. It's, I guess you can say it's like something to do, I guess. How many? 30 minutes? Okay, it's not that bad. So obviously I'm not going to do the front like that. So that's your choice. If you want to do it, then do it. It's your jersey design, obviously. So, this is how I do it. I also work on things like the bottom, also lines in the bottom. So I've pretty much shown you the basics pretty much of like how to do it. Obviously just add stuff onto it. Just think about shapes that, that would be nice. Don't put too much into it. I had, orbit, and then if I go to my apparel, this design was a bit too much right here. That was a bit too much, and I didn't really think about it in a way, but it was a bit too much. As well as, I'm going to show you here in the back, a lot of people do numbers. I recommend you really don't. Honestly, it's a team, not some baseball player. So don't really do it in the back. I'm going to show you my back right now for the sin. Right now, the sin looks good. So right now, I mean, it's up to you if you want to do this thing, but I recommend is you make the logo. You get the logo and make it littler. Then put the gamer tag, real name under it. Other people do other stuff, but I recommend you just do how I did it, how you do little, and then gamer tag and real name. And that's how a lot of designers do it, as well as this one. Obviously, if there's like sponsors, just kind of put them down there. So, this was a fun one. I should have got rid of this outside one. This outside logo should have been just this, as well as this was like my second ever design, so I should have just put my the face logo up here. That would have looked a lot better in the gamer tag. Obviously, you can change the color of the text too, so that's just something to do, Just make sure you guys do the backs right and everything. But I've showed you how you guys do the fronts pretty much, so just think about that and just set up on its own thing. Be creative. Don't try to copy people really, because it really doesn't help, and you can get called out for that. So yeah, so I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please drop a like down below, and I'm actually having fun doing my first tutorial. If you guys did, please drop a like down below. I already said this, and subscribe. But it's your boy Bailey, and I'm signing out. Peace.